SpaghettiOs.
And I think everybody was supposed to get potatoes. And I think Diana walked out when I told
Hello, everyone. Hello, everywhere across America. Welcome to Sunday Night with Gary and Lori here on GJRB Online. And tonight we're just going to be talking about probably around here,
Yeah.
because that's what we have in our connection between our living room and our kitchen is the bar. But what I'm talking about today is
First.
is to stop the.
No, wait a minute. We're not going to just start off with that first.
Okay.
I have other things on my mind, so.
Yeah, as long as we don't have to put like an explicit on
No.
there. I don't know if we want that.
First of all, I want to say happy Father's Day to all the dads. I hope your days are going great today. And most of all, I want to say happy Father's Day to God. He's a big father and dad of all of us children.
This is true.
You guys got any good memories about Father's Day, about your dads? What was the best memory you ever had with your dad? You know, and what things had he taught you as you were growing up?
Actually, that should have been a better idea than what I was talking about, but I thought it would.
We can change it another day.
Well, sure, I'll just have to. I can just go into the CMS and change the title. I can do that.
My ears just went ringy.
You okay?
And we have a.
It moves. I still need to bolt that down. I have Brian.
Can you hear me out there in TV or radio land? How are you today?
I turned it down because it's coming over.
What are some of the fun things you did today on Father's Day? I have some issues with Father's Day because my dad passed away a couple years ago. And I miss him more than I never thought I would. And I think of God to all this area that we're going through, you know. I gotta see what I'm doing here. Put my glasses on. Thank you, everybody.
It's a way to forget about the violence and the protesting and the nitpicking going on and all this stuff going on. Focus on Christ because He's the number one. You know, you gotta realize that He's on His way back.
Yeah.
With all this stuff going on right now, this
what
is
I think
time.
I could think we could start off. People need to know, yes, what's going on, but I believe we need to be an example. Instead of being anger, show love. What kind of bothers me a little bit, some people that I know had a son. I'm not sure how old he was. He might have been 9 or 10 or 11. I'm not really sure. He had a brain tumor. And they had to say goodbye to their son yesterday at 5:30 in the evening. He went home to be with Jesus. He was healed then. I just feel all this bickering and the stuff that's going on. Life is just too short. We need to take one day at a time and grab the nearest person that you're close to and say, I love you. I'm thinking about you. We need to pray for our kids more than anything, but we also need to be an example. You know, I know if we see we're angry all the time, they're going to think that's what God is, as angry. Well, he's probably angry,
One
but
of my bad habits.
Yeah, we all have some habits. We just got to change it. You know, I never knew how to get rid of the old past. One, I had a chance to make peace with my dad before he passed on.
So it's something the Lord told you to do.
Yes. And I'm so glad that I did that. I want to concentrate on other things. You know? And, for one, I want to concentrate on my kids, my grandkids, my husband. Life is just too short to spend. You know, I never knew how to turn around for putting the past in the past. And that's what God helped me to do, was to make peace with your dad. We can't, all we got to do is switch to the opposite. You know, sometimes we complain, well, we don't have this and this and this and this and this. Well, one, we got a roof over our head. And I know God is taking good care of us.
Yeah.
We've got food. We got friend and family.
Yeah. Got a dog. Got our house, a roof over our heads. And, you know, that's true. And
you're breathing.
I mean, I guess, you know, to think back to the fact that, you know, there's been some bad storms here a number of years back. You know, never been in a tornado. I was in Chicago overnight one year, and God was watching over me that night in Chicago, and I got stuck in the city. I mean, because I could have probably somebody could have attacked me, and that Chicago's not entirely safe. And I walked all over that city all night long because I couldn't find a place to sleep. I was up all night because I couldn't get a train back until morning. And I was lucky. I was lucky. I would say I was fortunate that God got me through that night in Chicago when I was stuck in the city.
Well, one of the things that I had learned, if you got bad thoughts in your mind, you're going to have it in your heart. It's vice versa. What to start filtering out our minds.
Yeah.
What goes in comes out. I know we probably get upset because sometimes we never see God. We don't think God's doing anything, which is not true. We just don't see it. I remember I didn't have a great relationship with my dad, Tressie. He was a very abusive person when we were growing up, and I don't want to go into the details. And he was abusive to all of us kids, family, and we didn't think my dad was doing anything. Trust me, we've been praying for him for a long time. He was doing something, but we just didn't see it. He just took my dad wasn't going to change, and my dad took him out of the situation. But I'm not going to make it. Well, I could, I guess. I'm just gonna say my dad was abusive to us kids growing up, and it got really bad over the years. And I remember getting into fights with my dad. And a couple years ago, we found out my dad was a horrible person to get him to the doctor. And
kind of like most men, I think, is one of those.
We found out he was diagnosed with colon cancer. And they said he got it all, but he had it bad. And they told us that he was going to live for a long time, and we thought we got this beat. And he still wasn't getting well. And God told me about a month before that you need to call your dad and make peace with him. And that was the hardest thing I had to do. So I called my dad and I said, I'm sorry, Dad, for all that anger I had, our bickering and all this. About a month or two later, my dad had a stroke. And my sister-in-law said, we need to get down here. Dad's not doing good. No. And all of us took off, even my family, my daughters, they all took me down to see my dad. Yep. And we went to the hospital, and he was in ICU, or extensive care. And he went right straight to a coma. You could see, it was like him looking into, not there. It was like an empty space in his head. No light. He was laying there. He was actually sitting up. And we went out for a while, and then I come back in to his room, and I went and reached for my dad's hand, and I felt his hand, and I told my dad I'm sorry again, but I felt like he knew I was there, like he was saying it was okay. And I said, that's okay, you need to do what you need to do. And make the story short, he had passed away. But if I wouldn't listen to God, I would not have had a chance to make peace and forgiveness. We just had to do it. But then you look back on it and you're saying, I didn't have that chance to have a good relationship with my dad, like a daughter should. And all that time is stolen. To me, it just doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter about the past. We can't go back and change what happened. No. Our past makes who we are, but we don't have to live through that. We can do. It's easy. First of all, when you wake up in the morning, you're alive. You're breathing. Someday things are going to change, but I'd rather take time and enjoy it with my kids, with my husband. You're not alone. Through this virus thing, it would have been worse if you were by yourself and you weren't around anybody.
Yeah. It would have been something that would have happened in 99. Well, 98 or 97. It would have happened in 1997.
I was going to ask you a question, Gary. When you first wake up, what is usually on your mind when you first get up?
I don't know. My mind races at night, so it's hard to say. There's a lot of stuff, I'm thinking about.
Are you angry about a lot of things when you go to bed?
No.
I'm just asking.
I mean, some of the stuff maybe I listen to isn't good at night, but I like to listen to George Norrie or.
Well, that's fine. I'm not saying.
But when I get up in the morning, sometimes I pray. I pray in the morning.
But what I'm saying is, do we ever wake up saying, well, I don't have this and I don't have that. This is going wrong. We all see what's going on. We all know what's going wrong in the world.
Yeah.
But the thing is, best is to keep your eyes on God. Because if you don't, you will sink.
I've done my share of sinking.
But I've done the same thing. No one is perfect. No one is. I'm not far from being perfect.
And that's why I said think about this today, because I think about focusing on Christ instead of this. because these people are going to do what they're going to do.
You can't control them. What you can do is pray for them.
Yeah. I guess I was just upset because of what they're doing to our country.
Yeah, we all are.
And I read that book called 1984 by George Orwell, and it seems to be happening. They're nullifying history, and they're changing things. They're changing history. They think that they're changing history by knocking down those statues.
And it makes the history go away. It's not going to do that. It's not going to go away. That's why they try to burn Christianity and Bibles and all that stuff, thinking that's going to make God go away. No. It isn't going to make God go away.
It's just the fact that they're destroying records of the event and trying to alter history.
And it isn't going to work.
Confuse people.
It's crazy. I think it's going to calm down eventually. But I just think, like, we need to pray. That's all I'm going to say. We need to pray. If you have any suggestions or what you need to know about.
I mean, I guess it's just what I hear, when we have the last 7 days, everything that we talk about around, with Pastor Ron on Thursday morning, and then put up on here. All the stuff that's going on in the news, the fact that the vaccine could have the chip with it.
Yeah, but I don't think we're going to make to take it.
Well, it's optional for now.
Yeah, I'm only worried about what's now, not worry about tomorrow.
Yeah.
God's going to take care of you. He said in His Word that He takes care of His people.
Yeah. Again, we could be sent home before that all happens.
Yeah. The worst thing is, are you afraid of dying?
No, I'm not afraid of dying. I used to be.
Why would you think you're afraid?
Because I don't know what my relationship with Christ is at this point.
Well, if you know what it's at, all you can do, if you don't know what's with your relationship, go to Him and tell you're sorry. And change is easy. It's not too late.
Well, I know that. I know that.
I'm not sure where my relationship with God is.
Because I think it's a confusion with it's the fact that we're stuck here in this secular world trying to, and that's why I had the message this morning that I should do a broadcast like this to get people to realize that Christ is more important than what's going on.
Yeah, but we need to be an example. You see, because I had a chance to forgive my dad, I have better relationships with people now than I did way back.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. We can't go on do the did. We mentioned about the situation, how protective our parents are.
Yeah.
Well, I understand them all as a parent because I'm a parent.
Well, like I said, my mother worried about me, and I think that's what it was. She wanted to make sure that I was...
Yeah, but in a way, yeah, this was a good thing and a bad thing, but at least you're in a better place, mostly, than you would have been if she didn't protect you.
Yeah. But I think it's the fact that I didn't have the normal childhood that most boys at that time did.
You want to get technically, neither did I. Neither did I. And all I ended up doing is taking the garbage from one thing to another, and another. would destroy other relationships, and now it's gone and over with.
And maybe I understood my mother's worry when I decided to go into the media because she didn't think I was going to make it.
Well, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. I think you got a better shot doing it here than
Working for a man's radio station where I had no control over the format or what I'm.
yes. You're doing just fine. You're doing just fine.
Well, it was just, I guess, the fact that I wasn't going to make much money in it, and that's what she was worried about.
We're doing fine.
Yeah. It's just, like, focusing on Christ and not worrying about, food and the names on packaging and all this other stuff.
It's stupid.
Nonsense.
It's dumb. It's totally dumb. It ain't worth about it. I don't really look at the boxes. For all I know, I'll just go to I'll just go to, I don't really buy Aunt Jemima stuff anyway.
Well, I don't think we've had Aunt Jemima here at all anyway. We never bought it.
I only get what's cheap.
Yeah. I think the last time I had Aunt Jemima, I think it was at home. And I was still living at home. My mother used to buy it. But like I said, she became a successful woman. She was a pitch woman. She was a storyteller. She was very famous. She went high standards. So I don't know why they made such a big deal out of her to begin with.
And there was another movie on TV which I haven't heard about, something called Miss Jane Pittman.
Oh yeah, I think that was on every year. Yeah, that was on. I remember when that was on.
That was a true story.
And they said that that Rosa Parks, that they had a movie about her too. That was the one that was in the back of the bus.
Right.
I remember that one. Lovely. Fabulous.
Yeah, I don't think you can hear that, can you?
I don't know. I reached my headphones so I already hear what was going on over. This is you carried over FM, so I don't know what the. Oh, lovely.
Wasn't even on.
Oh, lovely.
What, that wasn't even on?
No, I don't think it was on. I just had the afterward.
That was a good burp. Oh, that.
Yeah.
That was Jonathan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you back to Gary, the hottest radio man that I ever known.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Lovely. Yeah. So coming up next, I'll just get the Christian rock radio. I'll play that for a little while, and then that'll be it.
I'm not going to stay all night tonight.
You okay?
I'm just tired.
I won't do too much more. Yeah.
Hey. Can you do a pausing real quick, or?
Oh yeah. All I have to do is just end it, and but what I do is go into the watch this. This is what's interesting. I think this is cool. I don't know. I came up with the idea, and I told one of the. I think somebody was listening to me because look, you could put up another board, and I could reload and change the program.
That's my name.
That's my nephew.
Yeah, what about it?
I said Happy Father's Day to Rich, and Rich said to me Happy Father's Day back. That's Darcy's husband, my brother-in-law back home.
He knows you're a dad, huh?
Yeah.
What about sis down here?
Colleen said something about Happy Father's Day. As we said, Happy Father's Day.
They know you're a dad or a stepdad?
Stepdad or dad, it's a dad. You know what I'm saying? You know?
The girls, they know that you love the girls and the girls love you.
Yeah, absolutely. I can put it on pause, or I could just throw in a real quick song because I have to flip over anyway. So what I'll do is I'll just so go in here and then you pull up a song. I can play this real long one by Apologetics, which runs about 6 minutes and 4 seconds. And this is a Christian version of the Who song. You won't be born again. I'll be right back. This is GJRB.
Christ the King upon the cross, crying tears of love for us. Your mercy is amazing. As you hang upon your throne, naked, bleeding, and alone, only you are worthy. Majesty, majesty, glory be to you alone. Crown of thorns upon your head, precious Lord, oh how you bled. And in your blood you cleanse me. Majesty, majesty, glory be to you alone. Majesty, majesty, glory be to you alone. Your kingdom's not upon this earth, royal blood and royal birth. Your subjects so unworthy. Majesty, majesty, glory be to you alone. Majesty, royalty, Christ the King upon the throne. Majesty, glory be. I'm on my knees for you alone. Majesty, majesty, Christ the King upon the throne.
What a mess we have here. I think it's time.
Yeah, he is coming, ready for the king. Gravitational pull on GJRB Online. Gary J. Russell with you. Good evening. And this is a great message today, you know. Lori and I talking about this because a lot of my, what I feel a lot of times about what's going on right now sometimes drives me to some anger that I need to balance out because I'm getting angry over something that there's nothing I can do about it. You know, this is what the young generation wants, and it's not right. And I realize that the world is turning further and further and further away from God. That is what's happening. And we need to realize that we need Jesus Christ in our life at this crucial time. And I have to look at it that way. I feel guilty a lot of times about things because I've been angry. And I've had fantasies of retaliating against these groups of people, knowing that they would probably kill me. In the result, it gets me that angry, and I have to look at it and say, no, we have to forget about this protesting. It's time to get close to Jesus Christ because the time is coming. The time is coming, and we need to start focusing on Jesus Christ. You know, today's Father's Day message from our church today, Pastor Ron Johnston talked a lot about this. We're at a time when evil is taking over, and he talked a lot about all that, and talked about 1 Timothy, and 1 Timothy chapter 3. Verses 1 through 5. And I think I have my phone is reactivated. I'm not sure yet it is. Okay, because I had some trouble with this earlier tonight. And, it was forewarned that we were going to have trouble in our times. This was forewarned, folks. And, we have to start looking at getting away from because Christ is coming. This is perilous times. Pastor Ron focused on this today in his message. You're going to hear that this week when we have the church services up. By the way, you can listen to last Sunday's church services available right now. Went on public this morning at around 10:30 a.m. Central Time. You can listen to that. But the message today is for Father's Day. Pastor Ron talking about 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It says, this is also known to be the last days of the perilous times that shall come. And he warned us about this. Christ did. He warned us about this. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud blasphemers, disoriented, and disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those who are doing good. And that's what we got right now. That's what we got right now. Because look at all what's going on. And then it's turning against Christians, folks. We need to get out there and broadcast the message. If you are listening to this radio broadcast today, if you're going to listen to this in the archives, please do. Please do, because here's the deal. If you are not right with Christ right now, if you're in troubled times, if you're one of those that drank a lot, doing beer, whatever the case, I'm telling you what, and doing alcoholic beverages and stuff like that, or getting into fights, or doing things that were not right with God, like, having sex before marriage, stuff like that. And you want to clean up your act. You want to get close to Christ. Listen to this broadcast. Come to Jesus, because He's the most important thing. And if you are having that, send me an email, GaryJ65@yahoo.com. Or it's GaryJ65@yahoo.com. Or just get here on the Spreaker Public site at www.spreaker.com/user/5120525. If you're listening to this on Twitter, you can do that right there as well. Just let me know that you need Christ in your life. I'll bring you to Christ. We'll say the sinner's prayer together, and we'll bring you to Christ, because we need Him right now more than ever. Consider Jesus Christ in your life, because He's the most important thing you can have right now. We need to be thankful for what we have. Absolutely right. We need to be thankful for what we have, because who knows how long we'll have that. And we pray for the health of the people who are suffering from this coronavirus, because it is real. It is real. And people are dying of it. Here in the Quad Cities, and we have, luckily, so far, one death. But it could get worse. So please, if you want to, let's get in touch with Jesus Christ. And coming up next, that's going to be it for this program. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Lori, for joining me today to talk about this. And we'll have more Sunday nights with Gary and Lori on future Sundays here on GJRB Online. So watch for postings on the GJRB Spreaker Public site. And remember that GJRB Online, you never know when we're going to be on the air. So watch for those postings, like I had that 15-minute preview. And I'll let you know that we're going to be on the air. So just remember that, okay? All right. Going to flip this out now, and we're going to go on the air with a positive rock show. Got some more great Christian rock music for you. Got some new emerging artists. Has some new songs to play for you. So I hope you'll stay with me for the positive rock show. New emerging artists, favorite Christian rock music, new stuff, and we're going to play a lot of it for you. So I hope you'll stay with me for the positive rock show coming up next on GJRB Online. And we'll have some more great Christian music for you. Coming up next on the GJRB Online Network, the Positive Rock Show, we're going to play some popular Christian music. And I hope you'll stay with me. And we'll relax tonight, enjoy some Christian rock. And again, we'll talk about God. We'll continue talking about, praising Jesus and not worrying about what the world does, because the world isn't going to control us anymore. We're not of this world. We're aliens. Think about that. Yeah, we're aliens for Jesus. And I talk about UFOs and space and stuff like that on all my stuff, like my Way Out There show. But you know what? Really, technically, there really is no aliens in outer space, whether they'll tell you differently or not. I do it as entertainment. I do it as entertainment. I think it's fun to, talk about, space objects and stuff like that. It's fun. But, and it's just entertainment. That's all it is. It's just entertainment. It's just the fact that I like to, talk about spacecrafts and aliens and or even ghosts and the paranormal. But remember, again, there you go with that. Ghost and the paranormal. There is no ghost, ladies and gentlemen. That's just demons. Because, see, demons can come back as your dead relatives. Okay? Just to let you know about that. There is no ghosts, because who would, if you died and went to heaven, would you really want to come back down here to be seriously? Same with reincarnation. Do you really think we want to come back down here? I don't think I want to come back. I don't think so. I don't think I really want to come back to this this evil that's down to earth. You want to go back to heaven, and we'll be doing that. We'll be talking about that more. Positive Rock Show is next on GJRB Online. I'm Gary J. Rustin. Hope you'll stay tuned. More great Christian rock on the way. Got a lot of really good things here. And we'll stay on for about an hour or so, play some Christian rock, and play some new emerging artists. And the Positive Rock Show, we'll be back with Twin Spin Tuesdays starting next Tuesday. We'll do it on next Tuesday, the last day of June 30th. We'll do a Christian rock Twin Spin Tuesday. And so tune in for that. That'll be fabulous. We'll be playing all your favorite Christian rock music, and play two from your favorite Christian rock bands. And we've got new emerging artists all the time here on GJRB Online, plus your favorite Christian rock favorites. And we do the Positive Rock Show here on GJRB Online across America. So, stay tuned for that. It's coming up next here on GJRB Online. So hang in there. We'll be returning in just a minute with the Positive Rock Show on the GJRB Online Network.
So you want to get to I-5, huh?
Ever get lost?
Well, go down this road a piece and turn right. Shouldn't matter where, it's all open field.
If you're looking for heaven, Jesus said he came from heaven.
Next, I think you turn right at a filling station.
For directions to heaven, who are you listening to? Someone who thinks they know the way?
Then I think there's a farm or something.
Or someone who's been there? Another message from Lifeline Productions, the comic strip of radio, at lifelinepro.com.
This is the GJRB Online Network.